Evening VC. All right, I'm going to try to run through these as fast as I can. These are going to be some of the really good used finds from the year. I ended up pulling a ton. I wasn't even going to try to narrow it down. There's some really great stuff I left out. The best being what the guys found for me at WFMU, the VCLT from Minko and Cole, the solo percussion, Cleve Pozar, um, and then also Jason out in LA found me that Gilberto Gil record. Those were probably the best used things to come in to the collection, but I didn't find those per se. Those were all due to the kindness and just amazing people in the vinyl community that we have here. So we're gonna get into what I found. Just a couple favorite 7-inches from the year. This Albert Eiler, an Italian release, has the songs "Ghosts," "Love Flower," and "Zion Hill" on the Fratelli. What's this label? The Fratelli Fabri Editori label. So yeah, great free jazz 7-inch from Eiler. Not for everybody. He can get really out there. Abdou El Omari and Naima Sami, beautiful vocalist, with this Moroccan keys player. This is an original 7-inch from Morocco. 1977 Gam Maroc, or on disc Gam. Really amazing find, original. I'll show you the label. One of my favorite finds ever, really. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. And let's see, CD wise, the Conjamal Quintet, Black Awareness, Bayard Lancaster. The reason I got this is Gretchen Moncourt III's on this. I'm a completist with him. I'm a favorite trombone player. Very rare CD. Of course, Conjamal on the vibes. Fantastic. Lancaster really plays well on this, on the alto. The Abe Koru, Last Date, 8/28 of 78 CD I recently showed from Japan. Original with the Obi CD. Improvisations on multiple instruments from Abe. Really, really out there. This Fred Anderson Quartet Live. This is phenomenal. This just Hamid Drake drums, one of my favorites. Fred, one of my favorite players ever out of Chicago. Tashinori Kondo, also here on the trumpet. He also throws in electronics. This is a really cool live date at the Velvet Lounge in Chicago. And then my favorite CD find of the year was the A Night in Sana'a. I believe this is Peter Brotzman with a group, I believe recorded in Yemen. And this is incredible. This gets a lot of play in the car. One of the coolest CDs I've ever been able to find. Not an easy one. Records, ton of them here. I'm going to try to go through these quickly. An original on cadet of Marlena Shaw, The Spice of Life. Charles Stepney had his hand on this release. Beautiful stuff. California Soul, one of the best songs ever. Freaking awesome. Great soul record. Absolutely phenomenal. original, like probably eBay find. Muhal Richard Abrams Afri Song. This fantastic solo record from one of the members of AACM. This is a Japanese original. Phenomenal. To find anything in this series, there's a bunch on this series with the same covers. I'd like to find the Air record. I've seen it a bunch, but I never been able to haul it in. Original on Delmark of Joseph Jarman, As If It Were the Seasons. I believe, well, it could, maybe, first or second, I can't remember. There's different colors. This is the white cover. But anyway, Fred Anderson again, tenor. Huge, large group on this one, 2 long sides. Really good. Free jazz again from the AACM group. Gunter Hampel, Gene Lee, Thomas Kesserling, Companion on the Birth label from Germany. This is fantastic, beautiful stuff. Gene Lee, one of my favorite vocalists. Gunter Hampel on vibes, and there's a lot of flute on this. Really good, Dom. You would love this one. This one's I got from Brazil. Really cool seller out of Brazil. Nara. This is Pede Passegem, or Passegem, original on Philips. Just amazing Brazilian singer. This is gorgeous music on one of my favorite labels, the Philips label. This is in fantastic shape. Was fairly cheap. This came from Mono Records out in LA. An original of the Effigy record, Try and Love. This is just a fantastic record on EMI out of Africa. This is a torched cover, but the record is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And these were just kids when they did this. Love the jams on this. Really, really good. So that one. This one I got from Bop Shop. Peter Brodsman, Walter Perkins. The ink is gone, and it's autographed by Peter Brodsman, and of course he passed. So it's incredible I was able to get this. And Old Man Walter Perkins. These are a couple live gigs. Fantastic duo on this. Of course, you know I collect ESP disc. The Zitro record, very rare. I can't even remember where I found this one. Fantastic drummer, group, not anybody you would have ever heard of, but a nice free jazz outing here. Zitro, of course, the star of the show. Another one from Mono, Tunji Oliana and the Benders, Double Face, Nigerian record, again on EMI. Different than Fela Kuti, better actually, but in a different way. Phenomenal stuff. Very rare African record. That one was not cheap. Andrew Cyril, Milford Graves, Dialogue of the Drums. Super score on eBay. Really good price. Phenomenal percussion driven record. Obviously with those two. Original. This is one of my favorite finds of the year, was this Anthony Braxton solo live at Moors Festival on Ring Records out of Germany. Fantastic solo live performance outdoors in 1974 from Anthony Braxton. Great album. Another ESP disc, Revolutionary Ensemble with Cerrone on bass, Leroy Jenkins violin, and Jerome Cooper percussion. This is underrated record. It's still cheap, relatively. Yeah, Vietnam 1 and 2 at the Peace Church. 2 very long sides. This is incredible. Yeah, Cerrone on bass really stands out. Maybe, this is saying a lot, maybe the best jazz record I've ever heard in my life. Peter Lemmer Quintet, Local Color, ESP disc. Just, the songs are absolutely unbelievable. UK musician that did not do a whole lot, and this is one that took a long time for ESP to put out, and they sat on it. Yeah, that's an incredible record. Highly recommend listening to it online if you can. This one came from Permanent, Catherine Ribeiro and Alps, from the French seller that was at WFMU when he was selling on his stuff on consignment at Permanent. This is, I love this group from France. It's trippy shit. Great guitar playing. Yeah, that's an original of that. Unwound, excuse me, The Future of What? On Kill Rock Stars. This is an original I found at Premium Sound. Female drummer, great guitars, Pacific Northwest. Yeah, from back in the day, and they are playing here in March at Cat's Cradle, and I have tickets. Looking forward to that. Good heavy band. Andrew Cyril and Mayono, with David Ware, Ted Daniel, and Lyle Atkinson, Junction. Another IPS title, another heavy percussion driven record. Ted Daniel, though, and David Ware can really wail on the horns. Some more good free jazz. Keeping it going, a lot of jazz in this. Gene Lee with Rand Blake, The Newest Sound Around. This is an original on RCA Victor stereo copy. Very rare. I got another eBay score, very cheap. Beautiful vocals and with the piano. This is an incredibly great sounding record too. These RCA Victors. This was a huge one of the biggest scores of the year for me, a promo copy of Bill Lewis and Khan Jamal, The River. Took me a while to warm up to this one. It's not my favorite, but yeah, Vibes Marimba Duet. One on Philly Jazz I didn't have. I only need the Bayard Lancaster to have the entire Philly Jazz catalog. Carl Berger and Ed Blackwell, Just Play, 1976. Rare on Quark Records and Books record. Still relatively cheap. Bananas Records in Tampa, where I found this one. Beautiful record. Carl Berger, underrated vibes player. And of course, Ed Blackwell's an amazing drummer. This one is another great one from this year that I found, African Magic, with Jake Titian Fall, Malachi Favors, and Sonny Murray. Yeah, this is just great African vibes throughout on this. An amazing record, a lot of great percussion, obviously. And the tabla is used here too. It's, and the cover is gorgeous. Everything's great about this record. Bakita Carroll, The Spoken Word, some live performance in California. This is on Hat Hut Records out of Switzerland. Double gatefold. Some interesting stuff on this. Definitely. But Bakita Carroll, great trumpet, flugelhorn player. Phil Coran and the Artistic Heritage Ensemble, Armageddon. Phenomenal record, beautiful stuff from this group. Yeah, out of Chicago. Think Sun Ra Orchestra a bit, but still different. Yeah, this is incredible. Noble Records find, original of the Slits cut, with the iconic cover. Yeah, everybody knows this one. Was happy to get this on one of his big drops. Just trying to move through these here. Peter Brotzman, Van Hoven, Han Benink, Balls, an original first pressing. I forget where I found this. In the States, I think. I don't think I got it from overseas. Han Benink, my favorite drummer, one of them. Yeah, this is early Brotzman throwing down. I went to one of our local deals that we have here. I just went to one of my conventions, and I had this record on my mind to look for, and Mike had it, Peter Green, The End of the Game, and it was a promo copy. Another one everybody knows, but one I didn't have on Reprise. Still has the original insert. And there's your beautiful white label, and this is in gorgeous condition. You know, really cool. I had that on my mind, and there was a copy. So awesome to find that. Not a record I see around here much. I think it's maybe only the second time seeing this record. So I was happy to grab it. Let's see, what's next? Oh, at the same convention, I pulled this too from Mike, Kraftwerk, Ralph and Florian original first pressing, and this was a lot lower price than I've been seeing it. Kraftwerk from Germany, brilliant. Krautrock, electronic. A couple of my most important finds. The Lloyd Miller, A Survey of Oriental Music, and this being one that he made himself and pasted on this cover. And there's songs from all over the Orient and Persia on here. The Iran stuff is maybe my favorite on here. This was, something he sold at the University of Utah bookstore at one point for $3.75. A very, very, very rare find. Probably one of the more valuable records I have. Sabir Mateen with Daniel Carter and Andrew Barker, Not on Earth in Your Soul, the Cubico label from Italy. This is fucking incredible. The drummer blows my mind on this, Andrew Barker. He is a killer. Recorded 2002 in Atlanta at iDrum. This one I got from Dylan, Noble Records. This is part of the Chris Whitson collection. Sun Ra Nuclear War original. His most famous track. And this is the original 12-inch on Y Records out of the UK. And then also from that collection I got the autographed hybrid press of Horizon from Sun Ra. It's autographed on both labels. And yeah, this was an enormous find. The original cover was also signed by Noel Scott there. And it's the hybrid press from 89, I think, or 87? 89. Record I'd looked for many years when after Secretary of Funk Van showed this a long time ago. Napoli Central, phenomenal Italian crazy ass record. So it's a wild one. Another one to check out online. And then let's see. Last but not least, this was an accident that got here, but I ordered a different one of these in the Palm series. This is Gilson 1945-1975 anthology, but this is the Bayard Lancaster and Bobby Jasper Palm 21, the meeting of those two. The B-side with Bayard Lancaster is phenomenal stuff. Those are some of the best used finds of the year. Hope you're all well. Peace.